In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a Zap in Zapier. To get started, log into your Zapier account and head to the main dashboard. Once you're in, click Create, then select Zap. This opens a new automation where you'll set up the trigger and the action. A Zap is simply an automated workflow that starts when something happens in one app and then makes something happen in another. First, click the trigger step. Here, search for and select the app you want to use as your trigger. For example, you might choose Google Forms if you want the Zap to start whenever a new form submission comes in. After selecting the app, choose the trigger event. In this example, that could be New Form Response. The trigger event is the specific activity that tells Zapier when to run your workflow. Next, connect your account. Zapier will guide you through signing in and giving permission so it can access the app. Once the account is connected, configure the trigger settings. These settings will vary depending on the app you choose. So, take a moment to make sure everything matches the workflow you want to build. After that, click Test Trigger. This step is important because it checks whether Zapier can pull in a sample record from your trigger app. Verify that sample data is received and looks correct. Then click Continue. Now, move on to the action step. Search for and select the app you want the Zap to use next. For example, you might choose Google Sheets if you want each form response to be added as a new row in a spreadsheet. Then choose the action event, such as Create Spreadsheet Row. Connect your account for the action app, just like you did for the trigger. Once that's done, configure the action settings and map the fields. Field mapping means telling Zapier exactly where each piece of trigger data should go in the action app. This is what makes the automation useful and accurate, so review it carefully before moving on. When everything is set, click Test Step and verify that the action runs successfully. This confirms that the second app is receiving the data the way you expect. If the test looks good, click Publish to make the Zap live. Finally, confirm that the Zap is turned on. To make sure everything is working properly, trigger the workflow and verify that the Zap runs successfully from start to finish. If it does, your automation is ready to use. Thanks for watching.